And this is my story. I'm trapped. I've tried so hard to escape, but there just isn't any way out. I'm so tired. And I know the trappers are coming. Stories should start at the beginning, shouldn't they? And not start out so sad.
Yan naman pala
I was born in a
sakling
forest
nga
outside
ako.
of Calgary, Canada. My earliest memories are of my mom tidying the den and my dad coming back with dinner. They really loved each other and stayed together their whole lives. My siblings and I loved to play. We'd roll around in the den, and my mom would get so annoyed with us. We got bigger and more anxious to leave the den and explore this great big new world of ours. But when that day finally came, Mom and Dad looked so worried. They looked at us the way parents do when you know they're being serious and said, "You have to stay right next to us." But then we went outside, and it was amazing. So many colors, so many smells. It was everything that I dreamed of and so much more. My mom snatched me back and said, "You have to be careful." But why? Everything here is so beautiful. She shook her head. No, not everything. There was a company, she said. They wanted to hurt us, to kill us. They would hide these traps where we couldn't see them. Traps that would crush our legs, squeeze our heads, and even strangle us. I remember thinking, why? Why would someone do that to us? It turns out it was to wear us. To put our fur on jackets for humans. They would kill us, skin us, and throw our bodies aside. I couldn't believe it. I felt sick. Who would do such a thing? They call themselves Canada Goose. I would never forget that name. As I grew up, we occasionally heard of friends or relatives who had gotten trapped. One day they were here. The next day, gone. Then one day, my life nearly changed, and then it did change. I was out with my sister looking for food. The air smelled sweet, and the dirt was cool on my feet. I was so caught up in it that I didn't watch where I was going. Suddenly, I felt a push. I hit the ground with a thud. Ow! I'm gonna bite whoever did this. Oh my God, I almost got trapped. I could have been killed. Who saved me? Holy crap. That's all I could think of when I first saw Jacob. That's all it took. I was in. We fell in love. We thrived. And a few months later, I gave him some wonderful news. We were gonna have a family. He was gonna be a father. I'll never forget the look on his face. I'd never seen him happier. Well, until the pups were born. They were the most beautiful things I'd ever seen. So curious, so playful. They reminded me of my siblings and me when we were little. I was deliriously happy those first few weeks, tidying the den and caring for the pups, and Jacob was right by my side the whole time. But they were getting bigger, and I grew anxious, just like my mother had. Jacob saw my hesitation, but he looked at me in that way that partners do when you know they're being serious and said, "It's time." He was right. It was time. But just one more night. Let them stay here one more night. I'll find us some food. And out I went. As I walked, I imagined what my puppies' lives would be like. What they would do, who they would meet, if they would have pups of their own. I couldn't wait to watch them grow and learn and snap. Oh God, I'm stuck. I can't get free. I tried pulling, twisting. I tore off my own skin with my teeth and tried to chew through my bone. I couldn't escape. And now I'm waiting for the trappers to come, to shoot me or beat me to death, so that I can be skinned and Canada Goose can sell my fur. I can hear their footsteps approaching. All I can think about is that I'll never get to see my pups grow up. All I can hope for is that they don't end up like me. Will you help them? Please refuse to buy Canada Goose until it switches to animal-friendly alternatives, and urge your friends and family to do the same.